welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a smoky eye catered to those of you with blue eyes, like me. So without any further ado, here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna begin by priming my eyes with my favorite concealer, which you guys know, I don't have to say it again, is the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm just using my beauty blender to kind of blend that out on my eyelids, and then I'm just gonna set it with a face powder. Now I'm using the gorgeous Morphe 35R palette. This is brand new, so pretty, like you can see me say. And I'm going in with this shade right here that I'm pointing at, and I'm going to messily put this in my crease and just blend that out until there's no harsh lines. Just like every other video I do, you know, you gotta have the transition color in there, and it's supposed to be sloppy, really no precision. And then I'm just gonna go in with the color above that one and literally doing the same exact thing, just keeping it a little bit lower on the crease so it's not as high up as the other color. Alrighty, now I'm going into this shade, which is right next to the one that we just used, and literally doing the same exact thing. But this one I'm kind of blowing out a little bit more. This one's kind of acting as the color that's blending the two colors that we had just put down together. So it's kind of like fusing those two. Alright, now I'm going in with this shimmery shade right here. Shimmery shade. And I'm just using my finger to apply this onto my entire lid. This is the color that's really going to make our blue eyes pop because it's kind of bronzy, kind of brown. It's kind of like in between, and it's just really flattering to blue eyes. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm laying down that color with my finger so that it gets the most color payoff. And then I'm going in with a flat brush, like you see me doing here, and I sprayed it with some setting spray so that it brings out more shine in the eyeshadow. And then I'm going in with this really dark brown, and I'm using a more defined brush and just placing that right on the outer corners of my eye. Definitely making sure that this isn't going really in the crease at all, it's just very concentrated on that outer V. Cool, and then I'm just blending out any harsh lines that we may have created. Cool, now I'm going into this like really light champagne-y color, and I'm placing that on the inner third. The inner third? Yeah, the inner third? The inner corner of my eye, I guess. Just to add some brightness. Cool, and my brows are done. Cool, moving on. So now I'm going to prime my skin with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I really like this primer. It does a really good job of filling in all my pores and all my fine lines, so it's an A+ to me. And now I'm gonna mix the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow and the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I like both of these by themselves, but I like them even more when I mix them together. So I'm just gonna mix that together on the back of my hand and just go ahead and apply it to my face. I've noticed that the Born This Way foundation is really yellow, which I have a yellow undertone in my face anyway, but the L'Oreal Pro Glow is a little bit too neutral for me, so when I mix them both together, it gives me like the perfect color for my skin tone. Cool, so now I'm going back in with the Tarte Shape Tape and just concealing under my eyes. And then putting some on my chin, my forehead, and down the bridge of my nose. Just to balance out, bring some brightness back to the face and to conceal those dreadful under eye bags that I have. Said it once, I don't need to say it again. This concealer is the best concealer in the entire world. Go out and buy it. Alrighty, so now I'm going to set my under eye concealer with my favorite loose powder from the drugstore by L'Oreal. I'm almost out of it. I need to go get some more. It does such a great job at setting everything that I need to be set, and it doesn't look crepey or it doesn't let anything crease. It's just so good. Really recommend it. So worth it. Alright, now I'm using the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder. And I'm just using a big fluffy brush to use that to set the rest of my face. All right, now I'm using this Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I'm taking that shade, the contour palette, and I'm using that to contour today. Wow, who would have guessed? And I'm just using this brush. I can't remember who made this brush. I don't know. I got it in my BoxyCharm one month. I will link it down below in the description. But it's my favorite. It's my favorite brush to contour with. It's so good. It's the perfect size. Gets it done quickly, and it's very good. All right, and now I'm going in with a highlight shade, and I'm using this to bring more brightness to my face because sometimes when you add contour or bronzer or anything like that, your face can kind of get muddied up and you want to bring some more brightness. So I'm just using that to add some brightness underneath my eyes. I put it on my chin and a little bit on my forehead as well. All right, now I'm using the best bronzer ever. This is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and I'm just using that to add a little bit more warmth to my face. And also bringing it down the neck so that we're all matchy-matchy. Now I'm using this blush by Makeup Geek, and it's in the shade Soulmate. So pretty. It's like this really pretty purplish blush, which I really wasn't going to pair with this eye look, but it actually worked really well, surprisingly, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. The Makeup Geek blushes are just beautiful anyway. I highly recommend them. Cool, so now I'm going back into that palette, and I'm taking the really dark brown that we used on our outer V and just placing that really, really close to my lower lash line. And then I'm going in with that kind of mustardy brown shade, and I'm just using that to blend the dark brown out. Smoke it out. This is the part that's really gonna make our blue eyes pop too, like a really, really intense smoky lower lash line. Cool, so now I'm going in with this really, really light shade in the palette, shimmery shade, and I'm using that to highlight underneath my eyebrow, so my brow bone. Get it together, Sierra. Cool, now I'm using this NYX eyeliner. It's black. It's really, really good. It stays in place all day long, and I'm just gonna use this to line my waterline. And then I'm just gonna use that same smudger brush and just blend the eyeliner out a little bit. So cringy. Cool, so now I'm going to use this Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I'm using the waterproof one. And I'm just going to put a whole ton of this on my eyelashes because I decided, sorry, I can't talk. I decided to skip falsies today, so I just loaded my lashes up with mascara. Top and bottom. Yeah. Cool, so now favorite part. I'm using the Becca highlight in the shade Champagne Pop, and it's just so gorgeous. I love highlight. If you don't own this, you need to go out and buy it. Go to Sephora right now and buy it. Cool, so now I'm using the Urban Decay Heavy Metal liner in the shade Midnight Cowboy. Sorry, that was a little bit out of focus, but I decided to add a little bit of something something in the inner corner of my eye, and I just felt like it was kind of cool, a little funky, risque, if you will. And I just put a bunch of that in my inner corner to add a little glitter. Now I'm going to line my lips with this lip liner by NYX. Cool, and now I'm going in with this lipstick by Maybelline in the shade Daringly Nude, and I'm just going to fill in my lips with that. These lipsticks are so good. I've raved about them before. They're their matte ones, the creamy matte ones, I think. Yeah, I think that's what they're called. So good, so creamy, so comfortable, so matte, so gorgeous. It is my life goal to own every single one that Maybelline makes. Cool. And now, last but not least, obviously, we have to set it, and I'm using a new setting spray today. It's the Master Fix Setting Spray by Maybelline, and it does a pretty good job. I mean, it's not like my Urban Decay one, but it's also like a quarter of the price, so it does a really, really good job, and I can't really complain. Alrighty, guys, that is the finished look. I hope all my blue-eyed gals like this look. If you try it out, make sure to tag me on all my social media. All that will be linked down below. Again, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.